Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. How are you? Today we are going to start the loop in C sharp. Very important for your learning purpose and also very important for your final examination purpose. Now question is what is the loop and where we can use the loop. Here is written here. There may be a situation when you need to execute a block of code several number of times. Several number of time means multiple times. In general, statements are executed sequentially. The first statement in a function is executed first, followed by the second, and so on. Actually, the loop we are using when we want to repeat a certain block of code multiple times, then we are going to use the loop. For example, I give you one question to write a program to print number from 1 to 10. Okay, so what I give you the question I give to you, write a program to print number from 1 to 10. So what you will do, generally what you studied based on your study, you will do like this: console dot write line, you will print 1, and like this you will print control C 2 3 4 5, like this you will print. Okay, this is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4, and this is the 5. Like this you will do because you did not study the loop. Okay, but number is 5, so we can write easily. If number will be 100 or 50, so 50 times writing very difficult. So in this case we can use the concept of loop. In the loop, what we are going to do in the loop, basically the same code is going to execute, the block of code is going to execute again and again. Okay, so now question is here, what is going to repeat again and again? What is there? So let us give you one example. In the first number is 1. In this number, if you will add 1, your number become 2. In this 2 you will add 1, it will become 3. In this 2 you will add 1, your number will become 3. In this 3 you will add 1, your number will become 4. If you will add 1, your number will become 5. So like this, in every number when we will add 1, then we are getting the next number. So this is called the things is going to repeat. If you see here, in the first number we add 1, we got the number 2. In the second number, if we add 1, we got the number 3. In the 3 we add 1, we got the number 4. So this is basically the things is going to repeat again and again. This is the use of the loop. So if you come here, there are many situation, lot of situation when you need to execute block of code several times, like the example I give to you. In this case, we need to execute our block of code multiple times. Multiple times means many times, we do not know, there is no limit. Another, a loop statement allow us to execute a statement or group of statement multiple times and following the general form of a loop statement in most of the programming languages. This is the, leave it, no need. Types of loop in C sharp. We have for loop, we have while loop, we have do while loop, and we have nested loop also. So generally in our C sharp we have 3 types of loop is available. We have for loop, the easiest loop, simplest loop. Usually everywhere people is preferring to use for loop. Then we have the while loop and we have do while loop. Nested loop is like same, we have the nested if statement. Nested loop means inside one loop we will have another loop. Okay, Now come to the for loop. For loop work is same, all loop work is same. So the for loop definition is the, I told to you the definition. Now I am going to write the syntax to create syntax for loop. What is the syntax? In bracket, initial value semicolon, initial value semicolon. What is this initial value? I will let you know after some time. Then we will have condition, and then we have increment slash decrement. We will have start bracket, semicolon is not available there in the for loop. Remember, we have the statement S, statements, many statements, and our loop will close. This is the syntax for loop. The same syntax is also written here in the chapter. You can see here in the chapter here, INIT, this is the initial value, condition, and this is the increment or decrement. And here we have the statement. If I will increase this, it will come in the same line. Okay. Now come to the next slide. This is the description about the for loop. The init step, init is basically the initial step, is executed first and only once. So the initial step will be executed the first when our program runs. The initial step inside the for loop will be executed first and only one time. This step allows us to declare and initialize any loop control variable. You are not required to put a statement here such long as semicolon appears. So basically in the initial value, we are going to give our starting value. What we are going to give? We are going to give our starting value, the initial value, the first value. Okay. After giving example of one or two program, it will be clear what is basically the initial value. So for the initial value, the two thing is very important. Objective question may be available in your final exam. The initial step is executed first and only one time in a program. Next is condition is evaluated. Condition. And for this condition, we are going to use a relational operator. Greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, this we are going to use. If the condition is true, then the block of code inside the for loop will be executed. Otherwise, the block of code will not be executed. So the next is the condition is evaluated. If it is true, the body of the loop is executed. If it is false, the body of loop does not execute, and follow of control jump to the next statement just after the for loop. So here if you see, if the condition is true, this will be executed. If condition is false, if the condition is false, it will go out of the loop. Out of the loop means after this bracket. After this, after the body of loop execute, the follow of control jump back to the increment statement, increment or decrement statement based on our program. It will depend. This statement allows us to update any loop control variable. This statement can be left blank as long as semicolon appears after the condition. The condition is now evaluated again. If it is true, the loop execute and process repeats several times. Okay. So this is about the for loop. I am going to write the program, and from that program it will clear. So question is the same question I am going to solve here. The question is, write a program to print number from 1 to 10. Okay, no, not 1 to 10. Let us give 20. Okay, it's okay. So direct what I will do, I will use, because here in this program we are not going to take any value from the keyboard, right? Because both the value is given, so no need to declare any variable. Direct we will use the for int I is the name of the variable, you can write any name, equal to, here I am going to give the initial value. Initial value will be what? I told to you sometime before, initial value means the first value, and our first value is 1, so here I am going to write 1 semicolon. Inside the for loop we have three things are available: initial value, semicolon, condition, semicolon. Remember, semicolon we need to give inside the for loop. Then condition. Condition means when this loop will, till this loop will execute. So I want this loop must be execute up to I less than equal to 20 semicolon, right? And now increment or decrement. When number is increasing, see here we are going to print 1 2 3, number is increasing, so then we are going to use increment operator. If number is decreasing, then we can use decrement operator. But here if you see my program, in this program our number is going to increase, so I will use increment operator. Now another thing is, number is going to increase, but number is going to increase by what? What is the gap? What is the fork? So if you see here, what we are going to print, 1 2 3 4, and we are going to print up to 20. If you see the difference is what, you know, fork of all the value. 1, then we add 1, then we add 1, then we add 1, then it will become the next number. So the difference is 1. That difference is going to write here I equal to I plus 1, because the difference is 1. Open the bracket, close the bracket, and inside this what we want? We are going to print the value of what? You know, the value of I. We are going to print the value of I. If you run this program, you will see there is the 1 to 20 is there. If I will change this value to 50, it will print up to 50. If I will change to 500, it will print up to 500. Okay. Now I am going to explain you again how this program is executing. Very important. Please see the video 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, so that you will understand the concept. Very important loop. Not only for this course, for if you are going to study other course also, there also loop is available. Based on the question, our initial value is I equal to 1, because this is the 1 is available here. If here I write 10 to 20, then here is 10. If you run, it will print from 10 to 20. Okay, so initial value is what? Initial value is the first value of our program. I less than equal to 20 means what? You know, this is the last value. Why less than? Because I want up to 20. I do not want after 20. I want less than 20, less than equal to 20. That's why I write here I less than equal to 20. And now question is, why I equal to I plus 1? Because the difference is 1. 1 plus 1 2, the next value. 2 plus 1 3, the next value. So the difference is 1 plus 1. So that's why here I write I equal to I plus 1, or we can write I plus same. There is no any difference. So do not confuse I equal to I plus 1 or I plus. If you run this program, you will find the same answer is available. I think you got it. Okay. Come to the next program. This is the first program. Come to the next program. Delete it. No need to delete. otherwise. Question is now number from 1 to n. N means any number that I will give from the keyboard. N is the any number that I will give from the keyboard. So in this case, we need to declare one variable integer n, and we need to value from console.write. Enter the value of n. Enter the value of n, and n equal to what? Convert dot to int 32, and we will have here console dot read line. And now this n will be available here, because now our last value, the condition is n. If you run this program, and now they are asking value of n means the upper limit where you want to print. For example, I give 32, it will print up to 32. If you run this program and you want to print up to 20, it will print up to 20. If you run this program and you will give the value is, for example, I want to give 100, so it will print up to 100. Okay. So I think you got what is the difference between this program and the previous program. In the previous program, our both the value is given, but in this program only the initial value is given and the last value is not given. Last value we are going to take from the keyboard. When there is a n means the number, any number, and that number we are going to give from the keyboard. Okay. So this is the second program using for loop. I think now it is clear for you. Another program I am going to write using the for loop, writing the question here. Write a program to print even number from 1 to n. N means any number we will give from the keyboard. Okay. So if I am going to tell you, please tell me the even number from 1 to 20. If I am going to tell you the even number from 1 to 20, let us take 20. So what is the even number from 1 to 20? 2, 4, 6, 8 and up to 20. Even number is the number that will be complete divisible by 2. Sir? Okay. So do not see here the initial value will be 1. What value, initial value is going to print? So from 1 to n, the first even number will be 2. So our initial value will be 2. So first we need to declare the variable integer n, and for this n we are going to take the data from the keyboard, console.write, enter the value, and n equal to convert dot to in 32, and we will have the console.read line, and then put the for loop. The initial value int I equal to what? 2, because we are going to print from 2. Condition will be what? I less than equal to n, because here is the n. And what is the increment and decrement? I told to you the increment or decrement. Increment means if your number is increasing, we will use increment. But now question is how much increment? In before question, there is the difference is 1. But here if you see, the difference of each number will be 2. So it will be here I equal to I plus 2, And now console dot write line, we are going to print what, I, because I value is going to print. If you run this program and you will give the value 20, you will find the even number from 22 to 20. If you will give the value 50, you will get the even number from 2 to 50. Sir, getting or not? Now for the odd number, I tell you or give you the exercise? You do yourself. Even number. What change you make in this program, very easy you can make. Okay. Now one question is there. I am going to use one loop for int I equal to 1, I less than equal to 20, and I plus plus. Question is, how many times below loop will execute it? How many times this loop will be executed from 1 to 20? So it will be executed 20 times, 1 2 3 up to 20 times. Initial value 1, so first value is the 1, and this will be executed for the 2, for 3, 4, 5, and when the value will come less than equal to 20, it will stop, it will execute. So this loop will be executed how many times? 20 times. How many times? 20 times. Now if I will change this to 0, so how many times this loop will be executed now? Because it is going to start from 0, so 0 will be also counted. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this loop will be executed 21 times. Okay. If I am putting 1 here and I am only going to put less than, then in this case this loop will be executed 19 times, because when the value will come 19, it will execute. When the value will come 20, because 20 is not less than 20, right? The value will be not less than 20, so this loop will be executed. This loop will be exit. Okay. And the next is, if here 0, then this loop will be executed 20 times. Okay. So this is the way how the loop is executing. To identify how many times the loop is going to execute, we can easily identify from the initial value and from the condition. Sir? Now, another program I am going to tell you. Write a program to print below series. What is the series? Below series is what I want to print. I want to print 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. Okay, this I want to print. So because here there is no n is there is no anything, so we will not take any value from the keyboard. We will not take any value from the keyboard. Direct we will use the formula for int I equal to what? What is the initial value? What is the first value we want to print? 5. So it will be 5. I less than equal to what? The last value. What is the last value? 40. So this is the last value. And now the increment or decrement. If the value is increasing, we will use increment. Of course, plus will come. But now question is, what is the difference between two value? If you see, the difference between two value will be 5. So here I will be I equal to I plus 5. And we will print our result. What result is where? Result is available in I variable. So here we will have the console dot write line console.write line, and here I am going to put the I. And now if you run this program, you will find the same series is printed. If you want to print in the one line, remove this line, and after the I, put the plus symbol and give little space. If you see here, your result will be printed in the single line. What is problem here? Forgot to put the plus symbol. Right. No need. That's it. See here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 60. Okay, so this is the some program using loop. Please see the video carefully and try to do practice of some program. I will give you some program to practice. The one program is print the odd number from 1 to 50. Okay, so next video I will tell you about some different program. Okay, thank you very much.